Still living it today, but you don't know what tomorrow brings. Still in this crazy world, people down in lifeline every day. You read about it in the news, but you don't believe it. You won't know about it. And then man in the lamp black hole knocks on your door. Cause first things meeting, I swear I
Hello and good morning. Thanks for joining everyone. This is 11 o'clock a.m. Nigerian time. Wow, today is the 10th day of October, being Thursday, 2024. How are you people doing over there? In the year 2019, one of my lecturers that taught me while I was in higher institution called me and he told me, Marcel, things are not going well in Nigeria. Things are not funny. Nigeria will not work again. I doubted him. I told him Nigeria is going to work when we have a good leader. But today, I am the one that picked up my phone. I called the man and said, what you told me in 2019, I have come to reality. And through my investigations and the information I have at hand, I have agreed with you that anyone who believes that Nigeria is going to work with the way we are today, the person is wasting his time. He said, my son, now you have come to realize what I told you in the year 2019. The man today is 72 years old. At least he has witnessed a lot of things in Nigeria. And today, I have come to agree with him that, come on, we don't have a place to call our own any longer. What is the next thing to do? That is why we are here this morning to discuss the way forward. And also, yesterday, there is an emergency press briefing by the council to Nnamdi Kanu and and the rest when they were, having a press briefing. And the press briefing was accurate because yesterday in the morning, I had a call from somebody in Abuja who told me that the federal government has met over Nnamdi Kanu's refusal to allow the case to continue, over Nnamdi Kanu's refusal for Bentanya Court to continue the case. And because of that, the federal government is saying, let us see how this man is going to do this. We'll make sure that no judge will try his case again. We'll make sure that no court will try his case. Let him remain in DSS detention. Is that true? Anyway, we are here to talk all these things. And let me know what you think through giving us a call through the WhatsApp number on the screen. And also you can join us live through the link on the comment section there. Stay with me and good morning. All right. If the federal government leave Nnamdi Kanu as they are planning to do, leaving him in DSS detention without no judge trying him, without anything going on, do they think it's of the benefit of the federal government or they are doing Nnamdi Kanu? Remember, they are holding Nnamdi Kanu because they believe that without Nnamdi Kanu, that the Biafra agitation will not work. Come, tell me, talk to me the truth. Without Nnamdi Kanu, is Biafra agitation not going on? Absolutely. Biafra agitation is going on without Nnamdi Kanu. This is just all about hatred. and, you know, bigotry, because I have seen so many terrorists pardoned. But Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist because no court was able to establish the fact that this is what is going on. And I am telling you today, I don't see Nigeria working anyway. Things are just going bad. While I was growing up, there is a music. I forgot the author of the music, the songwriter. It's like the world is going bad. That song, I think they were referring to Nigeria, because since I was born up to today, I've never seen any year when Nigeria gets better. Nigeria keep on retrogressing, keep on going bad, and people who are noting our treasury, who are benefiting from everything going bad, they keep on making sure that they will convince you that Nigeria will work. But I'm here today to tell you that we don't have a country and Nigeria will never work again. All right, let's see what Nnamdi Kanu and other list councils say. Let us start from there, because there is something I want you people to learn from here, and what we are going to discuss is based on this press briefing. This is an emergency press briefing from Nnamdi Kanu's council. So let's listen to this press briefing. While we come back, there are so many things I want to tell you about what is currently going on. Stay with me.
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, welcome to this impromptu press briefing by the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. My name is Aloy Ijmako. I'm the special counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. On my left is Nnemeka Ejiofor Esquire. Next to him is Jude Ugwanyi Esquire. Next to him is Chidiebere Nwodo Esquire. And on my right is Prince Mandela Umeborogun Esquire. Next to him is Ikenna Wangu Esquire. This is an observer member of the legal team with us today. Welcome one more time. We called this impromptu press briefing basically to recap on what happened in court on 24th September 2024. What happened is an exemplar of a defendant exercising his right under the Constitution when he loses confidence in the court before whom he has been brought to trial. It is nothing extraordinary. It didn't have to happen, but it happened for a reason. The reason is simple. We have contended, we have complained even in the media, and we have filed motions upon motions before the High Court, submitting evidence that where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is currently detained complicates his preparation for trial because of several unconstitutional incidents or conducts by the DSS. One, the DSS seizes our legal documents. Two, the DSS listens to our conversations. These things led to an extraordinary court order by the former Federal High Court judge handling this case that we be provided a clean room free from secret listening devices in order to be effective in preparing him for trial confidentially. That clean room was not provided, and the DSS continued to interdict our documents each time we go there. Under Section 36 of the Nigerian Constitution, this is wrong. A defendant is entitled, as of constitutional right, to the adequate facility to prepare his defense, and to interact with his counsel in an atmosphere of confidentiality free from any interference whatsoever. So given that DSS has become very stubborn in complying with these court orders, we did in fact file also a contempt proceeding which is pending before the Federal High Court. But there is no change in circumstance which made it impossible for us to prepare Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for trial. So when on 24 September the judge insisted that trial must proceed in the face of all these anomalies. Our client had no choice, not we as counsel had no standing to recuse the judge. It was our client, the defendant, that has the constitutional standing. So he rose up to exercise that constitutional right, because with this atmosphere of not being prepared for his trial, how could the judge insist that trial must continue? That was exactly what led to the loss of confidence in the judge and the request for recusal. I'll stop here so far so that my other colleagues can give you other background to this case and why you are here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, and all lovers of freedom. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I'm one of the lawyers to Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of people have been asking questions as to what happened in court in September 24th, 2024. And some people, including those in government cycle, tend to see it as a sign of disrespect to the judge and to the judiciary. We must clear the air. Everybody or any person who appears before a court of law must have that feeling of being in a secured environment where his or her rights will be protected. And not just protected, will be seen to being protected. Once you are before a court and you do not have that feeling that your fundamental right is being protected by the court, then you have the right to request the judge to recuse himself. And this can happen for so many reasons. There are reasons why Nnamdi Kanu had to take that very tough option of asking the judge to recuse herself. One of which is that Nnamdi Kanu believed that the judge was respectful to the Supreme Court's judgment or decision that his bail be restored. Nnamdi Kanu felt if a federal high court judge does not respect the decision of the Supreme Court, then there is no need standing trial before such a judge. Be that as it may, we feel the need to enlighten the public and to let everybody know that it was not an act of disrespect whatsoever to the Honorable Learned Justice Binta Inyako. She remains a very sound judge, an astute judge, and a judge we all love to appear before. Thank you very much.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir, to all of us. My name is Jude Ugwai. I'm one of the lawyers to Nnamdi Kanu, and I hail from Enugu State, Enugu Ezike in particular. The one thing I am so particular about is the issue of insecurity in the Southeast. This trial of Nnamdi Kanu, no, the federal government is not ready to proceed with the trial because the Southeasterners are the worst victim of the insecurity that bedeviled the nation. I did say that my name is Joe Dugwa. I've lost a brother who was in final year, Faculty of Law, to this insecurity. And one wonders, okay, what is the interest of federal government in not being open to trial? Each time we go to court, they will say they are ready for trial. But you cannot be ready for trial when the atmosphere you create is not sufficient or conducive for the defendant to properly conduct the defense. Now, as a result of this insecurity, I cannot even travel to my village. And then instead of giving us the atmosphere for a conducive trial, they are insisting on trial, whereas our client is handicapped. And when we see that that is not a fair trial, we say, please give us time, we think we to do the needful. And they said it is impossible. That was why Nnamdi Kanu insisted that this trial cannot go on. Because if the federal government should consider the insecurity in the Southeast and being aware that their primary responsibility is to secure the life and property of the citizens, they should allow this man either bail or give him enough room to discuss with his lawyers so as to effectively defend himself. So in the absence of all these things, I think, in my view, that Nnamdi Kanu was right to say, I need another judge. Nnamdi Kanu never said, I need a particular judge. He said, I do not want to subject myself to this particular judge, but any other judge of the High Court is okay. That is what we see, and that is what we take. And any other judge they give us, we are ready to go with the trial, provided we...
All right, that was the emergency press briefing from the councils to the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Now, a lot has been going on. There are some things that I want to let you people understand because, you know, people must know the truth about the situation of Nigeria. Yesterday, Boko Haram killed about 16 people. They chased a lot of people out of their community. As I speak to you this morning, there are so many attacks by the so-called bandits in Plateau State, and you cannot hear that in the news. A lot of things are going on from one village to the other. The things that are going on in the villages in Nigeria, you can never see it on Nigerian media. Now, the question I'm asking to those people who do not understand what is still going on in Nigeria is this. Number one, if your fellow human beings are dying for nothing, you refuse to talk about it. You refuse to air it. You refuse to comment about it. But you keep on telling people that this is a country, that this country must work. On what basis will this country work? I just want to know because, you know, I'm asking. On what basis will this country work? Where the average human beings, average people in Nigeria are dying for nothing. When I mean that these people are dying for nothing, they are dying for nothing because nobody understands what they are going through. People are just dying for nothing. Boko Haram yesterday, they just slaughtered about 16 people. They chased away villagers. They killed 2 soldiers. And it's only Shara reporters that have the guts to report it. The whole news media in Nigeria, they are not reporting what is going on. From the villages, from one village to the other, across the country, people are being kidnapped. Nobody's talking about it. You know, your president just out of the country for 2 weeks vacation in London. Tell me, when are we going to stop pretending that this country is not working and it's not going to work? When are we going to stop pretending? The politicians keep on looting, and the politicians are ready. They are ready to make sure that they defend one Nigeria. The politicians are ever ready to make sure that when you talk about the issue of one Nigeria, they will tell you, yes, that is where we stand. There is no division. Why? Because every month they are seeing 30 million, 20 million, 15 million. Your money, people are dying anyhow. No insecurity, no security everywhere. Insecurity ravaged the country. You know why I am so serious about the issue of insecurity in this country? Because it affects the poor people more than the rich people. The rich people will seize the police. They will seize the military. They will seize the DSS to guiding them. Then what is the fate of ordinary man? What is the fate of me and you who are in the villages of this country called Nigeria? As far as Nigeria is concerned, your village is not part of Nigeria. It's only Kaduna, it's only Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, all these metropolitan cities. These are Nigerians, but your village is not part of Nigeria. If they like, let them kill your king today. No news will report it. If you are from the village, because they are not interested. Your voice is not what makes them to become presidents, senators, House of Rep members. They know how to put themselves there. And that is why this country is not going to work. So, yesterday, the federal government has made up their mind that they are not going to, go into the case of Nnamdi Kanu again, because they said that Nnamdi Kanu supposed not to say that the judge, that he don't have confidence on the judge. Because of that, the judge quits. So they will not assign a new judge that they are going to keep Nnamdi Kanu in detention. It is a waste of time. They are wasting their time, wasting Nnamdi Kanu's time, because holding Nnamdi Kanu cannot change anything. Yeah, it cannot change anything. The only thing I'm trying to tell you people, I want you to remove your biased mind, remove your bigotry mind, and listen to me. Have you ever seen a country that the leaders, the politicians, are sponsoring insecurity against the people? Politicians support people who are killing their citizens. Have you seen any country like that? Nigeria is one of them. So many times I have established a fact through evidence on our disposal that the government agencies are sponsoring insecurity. They are the one killing people. Have you ever seen a country where politicians sponsor insecurity to kill the people? Why can't they learn from what is going on in so many countries where if you kill one citizen, 2, 3, the government will come decisively against the people that kill them? If you adopt a citizen, be it America or Israel, or the government will come decisively against you. We don't have government in Nigeria, and people don't want to understand what is going on. A lot of people still feel that everything is okay. Things are not okay. Things are not going on well. So if the federal government believes by detaining Nnamdi Kanu without going to trial, without trying him in court, will be the solution to what is going on, let it be, no problem. Do you people think that Nnamdi Kanu is worried that he's being detained? He's not worried, because he knows what is going on. He knows what he's fighting for. He knows everything that is transparent. So federal governments are reaching a decision that they are not going to try Nnamdi Kanu again. That since he don't want Binta Nyako to try him, so let him remain there. But this is the greatest mistake the federal government is trying to make, because whether you hold him or you did not hold him, it is of no use. It is of no purpose. You don't have purpose while you are holding him. You don't have purpose while you are holding him. And that is why I am coming against so many governors, politicians in the Southeast. You see, these people, they were playing games within Nnamdi Kanu detention, trying to say, oh, we are negotiating with the federal government. We are negotiating with this. One of the Federal House of Rep member, even representing Nnamdi Kanu, went to all the way to Buhari to beg Buhari for pardon. I was saying, oh, these people, do they really know what they are doing? So many times with that number, they gather together. They talk about, oh, we are here to tell the president, we are meeting with the president. What is the outcome of the meeting you people have been meeting, if not because you people are playing politics with the detention of Nnamdi Kanu?
So any senator in the South is very willing. The governors are willing.
When you see them gathering like this, when you see them doing all these things, it's not because they want the release of Nnamdi Kanu. No, it's not because they want his release. It is because these people want to play politics. They don't even know what is going on in the cabal. They don't know the informations that are even coming out. Like this thing that when Nnamdi Kanu, where the federal government met, day before yesterday, and have a resolution that Nnamdi Kanu will not be tried again. No Southeast politician was there. No Southeast politician was there. And later, these people will come out and they try to tell you they are negotiating with the president. They are negotiating with this. They are negotiating with that. Yeah, all these things is just a propaganda. They are playing politics with it. They are playing politics with it. They were believing, they were thinking that, oh, Nnamdi Kanu is about to be released. Let me go and tell the whole world that, oh, let them release Nnamdi Kanu. So that Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he will see my video where I am calling for his release. If Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he will see the article where the Vanguard News, the Shara Reporters, the Channel Television published it that I advocated for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. That was the game they were playing that period of time. All of them were gathering, trooping to Asoro, doing all sorts of things. That was a scam. You believe in Nigerian politicians at your own peril? They don't have interest about anything justice. And my advice to everyone who is in Nigeria is this. Instead of you to seek for unity that you will not see, instead of you to talk about peace that you have never seen in Nigeria, talk about justice. You heard me right. Yeah. Talk about justice. There is no peace without justice. There is no unity without justice. Have you ever seen where peace exists without justice? You cannot talk about unity without justice, because unity and peace is a product of justice. Unity does not come. People don't make unity. Justice makes unity. And there is no justice in Nigeria. We are in a perilous situation. I was, going through Vanguard newspaper, and I saw this topic from Wolo Soyinka. Now, I want to say something about this. Wolo Soyinka says it is madness. It is a madness to think Nigeria will work, okay, without restructuring. It is madness sign to think Nigeria will work without restructuring, Wolo Soyinka. Now, in the mind of Wolo Soyinka, what did he call restructuring? For me, that thing they call restructuring is not restructuring. All we want is every nation that God created should go on their own. God knows why he created every nation. One man cannot amalgamate people. One man have caused more than 10 million of lives since they amalgamated Nigeria. More than 10 million people have died because of this amalgamation. One man cannot come to Nigeria and make Nigeria to believe that they are one when they were not one. See, I respect every ethnic group. I respect every religion. You see, like Dubai, Qatar, I can go there and have some time. I can go to America and have some time. Go to London and have some time. Go to Italy and have some time. But let me tell you, everywhere is not meant for you to live. You can visit some places, but everywhere is not meant for you to live. That is why God created nations. Every nation have their own uniqueness. Tell me the uniqueness of Nigeria. Nigeria is so heterogeneous that they cannot survive as a nation. When we stop pretending, the day we will stop pretending, that they will come to reality, we come to an agreement that this nation doesn't want it. This nation doesn't want it. People are dying, no press statement from the presidency. Boko Haram just slaughtered people. No press statement from the presidency. Army, soldiers joined, not only the villagers. Soldiers joined day before yesterday. Boko Haram slaughtered all of them. No press briefing from the presidency. And someone is here telling you that don't worry, Nigeria is going to work. We are going to make sure we build this country. For me, apart from I'm not interested in anything election again, apart from I'm not interested in everything governance in Nigeria again, because these people have failed and they refuse to allow the citizens to elect who to lead them. That is one of the worst problems. That is one of the worst problems. You yourself cannot elect someone who is going to lead you. You can't elect someone who is going to lead you. They know, they have the mechanism, they have the ways and means of bringing someone who is going to lead you. They folded your hand at the back right from 2019, 2015, when they had, a rage against Goodluck Jonathan. In 2019, they had a rage against P2B and Atiku. In 2023, they had a rage against P2B. Are you still learning a new thing? It's no longer new. We know what is going on. We know this country is not going to work. So why do people keep on deceiving people? Because of your own personal interest. I refuse that my own personal interest will not be against the interest of the masses. My own personal interest will not be against the interest of the masses. When I look at the Nigerian media, I see a lot of people talking about issues in Nigeria. It is because of their own personal interest. I don't want to call names. Everybody trying to make you believe in one Nigeria, look at their own personal interest. It's either they want appointment, they have a business, they don't want government to come against. All of them are just afraid. They are just afraid. They don't want to tell you the truth. Why is it that all these people telling you about one Nigeria, they are not talking about people who are dying? People are dying for nothing, and nobody cares to talk about it. Let me tell you, if 13 people die today, those 13 people are equivalent to 13 senators, equivalent to presidents and 13 governors. Imagine Nigeria where presidents and 13 governors died. We all are human beings, but they don't want to take you watching me as a human. You might not understand what I'm saying, but any country who does not take the security of lives and property of his or her citizens serious, you know that that country has nothing to write about. We don't have country anymore. When soldiers were killed, the day soldiers were killed, the day so many people were butchered, chased away from their villages, your president jet out for vacation. Your president gets out for vacation. He don't care whether you die or not. He don't care. If you like, you continue to die. He's not interested. And some people don't still want to understand. And that is why, you see, I do tell people, Danjuma, T.Y. Danjuma said, you will die one after the other. If you believe that security agencies like police and military is going to save you, you will die one after the other. Yeah. It is important we just have to be sincere to ourselves. Stop lying to yourself and stop lying to people. What makes you to think that tomorrow will be better in your life if you are in Nigeria? What makes you think about it? When you cannot go to your farm, you cannot go to you can't buy food in the market. Everything is just against you. The country is against you. The government is against you. And you still believe in this country. Who have been with you? Who have been with you? And one of my problems is that the people in government knows about everything that is going on. They know that these things is not going to work. Woloshoyinka, who is always supporting Tinubu because Tinubu was his mate, Tinubu was his colleague, he's now telling you that it is madness sign to think that Nigeria will work without restructuring. So all of you who are thinking Nigeria will work, Woloshoyinka is telling you it's a madness sign. Mentality. He said your mentality is like someone who is mad. It is a madness sign for you to think that Nigeria will work. That is what Woloshoyinka is saying. It's a madness mentality, Kolo mental, for you to think that Nigeria will work. That is what Woloshoyinka is saying. I'm not the one saying it. It is a Kolo mental madness sign. In other words, you are mad to think that Nigeria will work. You are mad to think that Nigeria will work. A lot of people still believe in illusion. A lot of people still believe that this thing is not going to. How? Tell me how. I am looking for a way. How? Tell me how. How can it work? How can it work? Nigeria is against its people. Nigeria is against its people. So I want you people to understand this and have peace of mind so that you will know where you belong. I don't know where so many Nigerians belong. Go. Deji Adeyanju posted, posted something on Facebook and Twitter. And I know what he posted. You know what he posted? He said, the reason why I'm talking about Nigeria is because I want my children in the future to know that I advocated. I want my children to know that I have done my best so that they will not come against me because I know that Nigeria is doomed forever. That was what Deji Adeyanju said. I know Nigeria is doomed forever, but the reason why I'm doing this, I am just fighting so that my children will not come against me. Let me tell you, this quiet you people are keeping, your children will wake up one day and ask you a question. What have you done? Did you speak out? You must speak out like T.Y. Danjuma.
Taraba is a mini state. It's a mini Nigeria composed of various ethnic groups living together reasonably peacefully. But the peace in this state is under assault. There's an attempt at ethnic cleansing in this state and of course in all the riverine states of Nigeria. We must resist it. We must stop it. Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits that kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one. The ethnic cleansing must stop in Taraba State. It must stop in all the states of Nigeria. Otherwise, Somalia will be a child's play. I ask every one of you to be alert and defend your country, defend your territory, defend your state. You have nowhere else to go. You have nowhere else to go. God bless our country. Taraba is a mini state.
T.Y. Danjuma is saying that we don't have a place to go. I understand what he was saying, despite he's part of the establishment, but I want to tell you something. We have a place to go. Yeah, we have a place to go. Everyone on earth has an ancestral land. Everyone on earth has an ancestral land where you were born and brought up from, where your parents came from. All we are saying is that some criminal elements do not want us to stay in our ancestral land, and that is not acceptable. It is not acceptable. And that is why I'm telling people, you might not like T.Y. Danjuma. Oh, he's this, he's that. You might not like him. But understand what he's saying. Oh, this man was a minister of this man was #1 military man, defense man in Nigeria. He's telling you, if you are waiting for police and military to take care of you, to save you, you will die one after the other. And as I speak to you, many people are dying like chickens. Nigeria are dying like fowls. They are dying like rats. Like when you will put in those seeds, all those saltapia, you will put them in your house, rats will begin to die anyhow. That is how Nigerians are dying. And your presidents are jetting out of the country because he's not interested. Because the government is accomplice to what is going on. And people who are standing up to condemn what is going on, they are putting them in prison. Let me tell you, I am going to give Nigeria, if Nigeria is going to exist up to 10 years, I'm going to give Nigeria 10 years. Everyone who supports that this country should remain one will come agreement with us. Yeah, will come agreement with us that this country will not remain one. We in this life, not in the past life, not in the world to come, we have seen country who divided peacefully. We have seen some structures of the, when you talk about, hey, United Kingdom, do you know what is called United Kingdom that you are going? United Kingdom is 4 countries. You hear me? United Kingdom is 4 countries. You have the Wales, you have the Northern And you have the southern one, you have the what is it called? The part of the London. They are four, but when you look at them, you think they are one. They are not one. They have different passports. They have different constitution, different leadership. Any nation, for example, let me give you an example of America. You see, America people are rushing to. They don't know what America is made of. America is just one country that has no two religions. Any American president that wants to enter, he knows that America is a Christian country. And that is their strength. America is a Christian country. Dubai is a Muslim country. Qatar is a Muslim country. Saudi Arabia is a Muslim country. And that is their strength. You don't see countries who are majorly heterogeneous, like 50-50, Christian 50, Muslim 50, existing in this life. Mention one. It can't work. A country that have their own constitution still have Sharia law in this world. It can't work. It can't work. Don't put because of your business against Nigerians. Don't put the interest of your business against the interest of the masses. People are dying every day. What is the solution? You are not talking about it. Because you are doing business all around Nigeria, you want to put your business above the interest of Nigerians. The poor people who are dying, who don't have gun to protect themselves, who don't have anything to protect themselves, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? You people that are rich, you politicians, you people for once should speak the truth in the mercy of the poor masses. Have mercy on the poor masses and speak the truth. Because the poor masses are dying. You have the police gathering you. You have the DSS. You have the soldiers all around you. People are dying for nothing. Enough is enough. So, if the federal government, as they have resoluted that they are going to keep Nnamdi Kanu without trial, it is a waste of time. I am putting it to them that it's a waste of time, waste of energy, waste of resources of keeping that man, because that man cannot stop agitations in Nigeria, because agitation is a product of amalgamation. The agitation in Nigeria is a product of amalgamation. We have a very baseless error, a very baseless country, a country that doesn't have base. Nigeria is not standing on anything, and that is it. Anyway, we are opening our line so the callers can call in. You can call in through this WhatsApp number over here. And you can also do us well if you have the guts to come and join us live. There is a link there I pinned. You can use that to join us on the StreamYard. So let us have our first caller here. You can use that to join. Hello, good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Kocha.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us this morning. This is 11:43 Nigerian time.
Yeah, I'm calling, Mr. Chris, I'm calling from London, and it's about same time, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay. Good morning. Thanks for joining us, sir. We really appreciate you joining us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very sound and clear.
Okay. Well, there's a video I sent to you. I don't know if you have time to watch it, but also I came in now, so I didn't know much of what your topic is. So I had time, so I said, let me jump in and make some contribution. But anyway.
All right. I think it's better for me to tell you what we are talking about, sir.
Yes.
All right. Day before yesterday, there was a secret meeting that was held by the presidency, and they said that since Nnamdi Kanu made Bentania Court to drop his the case against him, that he demanded for another judge, that they will not provide another judge now, that they will make sure he remains there until further notice. However, people are dying anyhow in Nigeria. Boko Haram just slaughtered a lot of people. They slaughtered a lot of villagers. The soldiers who came to, the real soldiers, because we have fake soldiers, the real soldiers who came to fight for the villagers, they killed them. And the day that this thing is happening, the president is jetting out of the country for 2 weeks. So, as in, I'm trying to tell people, if you have business all around Nigeria, don't use because of your business not to say the truth that we don't have a nation any longer, that Nigeria is no longer working. Don't use because of your business not to say the truth, because it is only politicians and business personalities in this country that are deceiving people, telling people that we have a country. Which country that can support insecurity against their own people, sponsoring insecurity with the national money against their own people? There is no country in the world that does that. So that is the topic of the day. You have the mic, sir.
Yeah, okay. Let me start with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The thing is, for me, I'm not surprised. So the fact that he fired Binta Nyako, it just for them, it just excuse. So there was never a time I believe that they will want to let him go. I've always known. If I have a friend in the UK here who, when I told her, because she's very passionate, she's from Ukwane, you know, and she loves Nnamdi Kanu. She says she's ready to lay her life down for Nnamdi Kanu. Then Nnamdi Kanu has first of all laid his own life for over 70 to 80 million people. Therefore, so but one day I was telling her that I know how Nigeria works. I know their mindset. They're a bunch of people, they're like, I don't know, it's like when God won't destroy Egypt during Pharaoh time. So they can never do the right thing. I told her, he said that and they were having this court, so there was the rumor or hope that they will release that kind of. I said, it's not a wish, I'm not wishing, I want it to be out, even now. But I don't think that Nigeria can never do the right thing. So but she was angry. She think that I'm saying it, that there is power in the spoken word. You know what I mean, huh?
Yeah.
So she was angry with me. That's how much she loved Nnamdi Kanu. The woman, but the thing is, for me, I'm not surprised. I know that eventually Nnamdi Kanu will be free. But it's not going to be because the Igbo, you see, the Igbo politician is not, it's a complete, it's a multi-situation we're dealing with here. The Igbo politicians, the governors, the Ozodemans of this world, the Ohanezes will come out and they will talk. We beg you, pardon, blah, blah, blah. It's all lie, my brother. Look, you have to, anybody, you see, if you have brain and you cannot use your brain to the maximum, that's very unfortunate. You know, they don't want him out, the organization doesn't want him out, the politician doesn't want him out, the governor doesn't want him out, then the Fulani, of course, we know too, they don't want, the Fulani that run Nigeria doesn't want him out too, and not just because he insists on what he wants, but because they know there are information, there are things that Nnamdi Kanu knew, and the things that happen in that country, my goodness me, if people know what happens in that country, how a president can literally be dead and buried, and they will go, and because, oh my goodness, everything just as if it's normal, but okay, so Nnamdi Kanu knows a lot of things. That's why the Northerners, and it's part of the thing that Tinubu used to blackmail these people, these people that run Nigeria. He used the information to blackmail them that if you don't give me this presidency, I am going to open the how do they call it? The canker worm, you know. But there are other issues and factors because he's a very wealthy man. So he's able to butt his way through both INEC, both judiciary, both legislation, both everything. You know, all from a criminal, including drug money, everything. He's been a criminal all his life. So, but the case of Nnamdi Kanu is the fact that I would never doubted the fact that they will not want to let him go because he knows a lot, and two, he will never, not in this world, not in the world to come, with Nnamdi Kanu denounce Biafra because he has seen Biafra with his eyes, and he's going to enter into it. When we speak authoritatively because we have a conviction. So Biafra is coming. What is going to happen is that eventually he's going to sit down with Nigeria. This is Nigeria you're looking. Mark my word, as I'm telling you these things, mark it, and the time is coming when they will sit down with Nnamdi Kanu and negotiate Nigeria. Because they have also, the same people that run Nigeria, that's the Fulani, right? They've also said that they don't want regionalism, that is to restructure. They don't want it. Of course, Shetima have said it long ago, but in a couple of days ago, was it a few days ago, so a week ago, they also in National Assembly said that they don't want to restructure Nigeria because restructuring is regionalism. They say they don't want it because if they have regionalism, then that will give birth or make way for Biafra actualization.
Yeah, okay. I heard a senator saying that.
Sorry?
I heard a senator saying that when they restructure Nigeria into regional government, that automatically they have given a new country to people from the Southeast.
Exactly. So you see the mindset. Therefore, so because you don't want Biafra to come, therefore you will continue to keep everybody in bondage with a gun on their head. Because that is what it's all about. That is what Nigeria is. Bondage. It's a captivity. That is what Nigeria is. With a gun on their head, you must pay. You must be in Nigeria. If you say you don't want, you want independence or separation, like Shetima said in UN the other day, they buy you or they prison you or stuff like that. So by force, by fire, by force, you must stay in Nigeria. And how then can you expect to have development when you can't kidnap people and you force them to remain in the country? Then there can't be peace. So the thing is that so if anybody tell you that they're going to restructure Nigeria, they are just, by the way, for more than close to 30 years, they've been talking about restructuring, and it's never going to happen. So absolutely, I don't know about the protests they are doing, how far it is, whatever, but the truth of the matter is that some of the game people are being played, they will continue to play it, and eventually Tinubu will spend his 4 years or 8 years, as the case may be, whatever it is, if depending on how if he's alive, whatever, then he goes away. Another person will continue in the same yabu, and he's gonna get worse and worse and worse. But again, like I keep saying, the only good thing for us, Biafran, is that Biafra is living, so they can continue in their own Nigeria. Anybody who loves Nigeria want to remain in Nigeria, good, well and fine. The person can remain. When the referendum is forced upon us, because there's gonna be so much going on. So much so that it's the luck never seen before will happen in Nigeria. When it starts, then the referendum will be forced upon people. So those who want Nigeria, they will now they will stay in Nigeria. Those who want Biafra will get their Biafra. So obviously, based on what referendum says, if Leave wins the day, like we have in the UK here, then the ones who say they don't want have no choice than be a Biafra or the part and go outside and go, so it's as simple as that. That naturally, there's not supposed to be fighting and forcing and no, it's supposed to be something easy and normal. But because you are dealing with demonic entities who has refused to remove their knee from the neck of humanity, that is the problem. If not, because even the British, I'm telling you, they expected by now the country would have disintegrated. Because they gave it 100-year lifespan, that if it doesn't work, any region after a century can go their way. But somehow, people have now hijacked it, and it's working out for the British too, since you guys have allowed us to continue, to control the business center. So be it. We're not going to force you to have your independent or breaking world disintegration. No. You cannot blame them. They will not force you to do that. If you decided to remain in it, so be it. But the thing is, in Nigeria, those who are benefiting, the politicians who have become inhumane, these guys are no longer human beings. There's no soul. They are a bunch of soulless people. They decided that they are benefiting, so we cannot. Let's keep Nigeria by fire, by force, by hook or by crook. Let's keep it together, so that if you say what protest, after they will tell you, say, okay, go to protest, we will never have to eat. Because they don't care, they know that the people are incapable of doing anything. So my brother, it's a serious thing, but as for Nnamdi Kanu, I know that, like I said, it's the power of God that is sustaining him and will continue to sustain him until, when everything is sorted out. And it's happening very soon, it's going to commence. The fire, the bricks wall, everything is going to commence very soon. Then they will have no choice than to sit down and discuss with Nnamdi Kanu. Because I can guarantee you that it don't matter what Nigeria do. It just don't matter. Nnamdi Kanu will never denounce Biafra. Never. They tried everything, literally. For the past since 2015, they've been trying so many things. So, hello?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. So the assurance I give to Biafra, genuine Biafras worldwide, is to know that Biafra is coming. Because one, the one who is leading the cause, he has laid everything on the line, including his life, everything. And he will never give in, and he will never give out. Never, never, never. It doesn't matter what they do. They've given him all the monies in the world he refused. They've made him promise all the promise he refused. All of it. You know, so this is a man, this is like, he is a man like never before. He's not the type that you see in the past. He was Rick and the rest of them, which I don't try to blame those ones so much, but they couldn't take the heat, you know. But the one who is ordained to do this thing is doing it, and sometimes he doesn't even know. But because there's a power bigger than him that is in charge of what is going on. So that is the thing. For me, I'm not surprised at all. I've never really surprised at what is going on, you know. So at the end of the day, yeah, it's a terrible thing, my brother. God bless you, my brother.
All right. Thanks so much for your contribution and joining us. We appreciate it.
So if you later watch that thing I sent to you, okay, bro?
I will go and watch it. I'll go and look into it. I was busy doing some other things. I'm doing a course, so because of that, it's taking a lot of my time.
All right. It is well, brother. Bye.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, we have some persons in the house. We have Mama H.O. Dr. Emmanuel. But please, just a minute before we start talking live, let's have another caller, please. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us. Your name and where you are calling from?
Good morning, Master. It's Chris from the UK.
Chris from UK, yeah. I know who is calling already. Just I want the viewers to know who is calling.
Who is calling?
Yeah, I say I know who is calling. Just that I want the viewers to know who is calling. I know your voice, I know your number because you called always.
Yeah, I just traveled. I came back. I used to watch your things, and this thing is going from strength to strength. I just love your show. It's become one of the CNN when the Larry King show was featured. I think this is the I liken it to Larry King show. Talking about. I mean the way you talk about Nigeria, I think every Tom, Dick, and Harry, even somebody with deaf ears, they know now the way you analyze things is spot on. It's very. I mean, you are making you have no rival. Keep it up. You are doing very, very good.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, and regarding what you're talking about, regionalism, I heard when you said they don't want to restructure Nigeria because the Southeast will emerge as a nation of their own.
I'm not the one that said it, though. It was a senator,
yeah.
Opeyemi, a senator from Lagos that said that.
You know why you are sure it's the best? You don't do hearsay. Or you say, when you say something, you bring where it is being said. That is why you are sure it's the best ever. You always dissect and show evidence. You know, our people used to say, I'm showing you not only the animal, I'm talking about the animal, I'm showing you the bone of the animal. That's what you show to Nigeria. So when they are talking about the regional government, that if they restructure the Southeast, they don't know what is in the offing. Whether they like it or not, the Southeast will emerge as a nation of Islam. Come, rain, come. You know, nothing is as powerful as an idea whose time has come. The time for Southeast has come. The God in heaven is listening to the plight, the agony, the marginalization, the killing in the Southeast. The God Almighty is seeing those things. And as a matter of fact, something magical, something unheard of is good. Whether they like it or not, no force on earth can stop that. You see, Gowon wanted one Nigeria. and he fought the Southeast. He wanted one Nigeria, and he was there saying, "Oh, Nigeria, the Biafra will not come." He suppressed them only for a short while. That is exactly what she did.
Where is he now? Where is Gowon now?
That is what I'm telling you. He has. They say he has relocated to England at 89. He has no control whatsoever of what is going on in the country. Even his people in the plateau are being killed, maimed, and he is helpless. This is a man who advocated for one Nigeria. When he was sitting on that seat, just like Tinubu is there today, thinking that they will live forever. Nobody lives forever. It's only come and go.
Oh, yes.
It's only God Almighty that rules forever.
Oh, yes.
So today, Gowon has nothing. He cannot do anything. He can't do more than a dead rat. He's even afraid of his life. That's why he ran to England, to relocate to England. So if they say the Southeast will not come because of regionalism, this and that, they do not know that sooner or later they become history, and their place will be taken by another. They will be eclipsed by events of tomorrow, and so that is it. So let them continue to wallow and debate about Southeast emergence when they do regionalism. That's by the way. You know, Zia Ohak of Pakistan, he decided to prevent Benazir Bhutto from contesting the election. That was when Benazir Bhutto was pregnant, and Zia Ohak wanted to put the election at the time she was supposed to deliver. And what happened? Zia Ohak became history. He was killed in a plane. Just, you know what happened? So let Tinubu and Shetima not replicate what happened to Zia Ohak of Pakistan. So you know, in life, I mean, regarding MNK, he will remain there in perpetuity. This is exactly what Zia Ohak did. He didn't want Benazir Bhutto to come to power. What happened to him eventually? He left. Benazir Bhutto became what? Became the prime minister of Pakistan those days. So MNK, when they are saying he will remain there in perpetuity, something forces surprise might change the time, and the MNK will be at their mercy. These people, human beings, they don't understand that this God who rules the universe, controls all mankind. You come and say, I will do this, I will do that. Tinubu, do you think Tinubu will last this year? I know we are in October. Do you think he'll still last this year? Does he hold his life together with Shetima? Oh, forget about that. It's only God who can tell who stays. MLK, before end of December, he will come out, whether you like it or not. Ask me how he will do it, I do not know. There's something will metamorphose into his release.
All right.
You know, this kind of problem, I see your analysis. Your analysis, sometimes I wonder whether Nigerians are hard of hearing, whether Nigerians are not listening. When you brought Banjuma, how he said it, what he did, when you brought the governor of Zamfara, former governor of Zamfara, now the defense minister under Buhari is a criminal, a terrorist, and the Tinubu purposely put him there to monitor what happens in the military, putting the Boko Haram, the terrorists into the Nigerian military. And Tinubu knows about this. And the top echelon in the military, he knew about this. All this, that's why you say Nigeria can never be better. We are talking about England. We are living here in the United Kingdom. In the United Kingdom, you
have 1 minute left, sir. So you will summarize it.
The United Kingdom, whom they are following, we have four provinces here. We have the Wales, we have the Scotland, we have the England, and then Northern Ireland. That's a comprised United Kingdom, and each one is peaceful, doing their own. Why can't Nigeria replicate that? Why can't they do that? My brother, let me give you because of time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. All right, sir. All right, we have our brother and our sister in the house, Mama H.O. and Dr. Emmanuel. Dr. Emmanuel has been here for almost 25 minutes. I think Mama H.O. will allow Dr. Emmanuel to air his view first. Dr. Emmanuel, this is 12:05 Nigerian time. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I'm joining all the way from Accra, Ghana.
From where?
So, in Accra, Ghana.
Oh, from Accra, Ghana. How is Ghana, sir?
Oh, we are doing pretty well here.
Okay.
We are pretty good here in Ghana.
Thank God. Dr. Emmanuel, the president, the so-called president of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu, jet out of Nigeria, where soldiers were being slaughtered yesterday and community were sacked by Boko Haram. And not only that, they believe that Nnamdi Kanu is their problem. And over 10 years, from 2014 to 2004, they have been holding and arraigned this man, but no court has been able to find this man guilty. In all this mess going on in Nigeria, and every year Nigeria is falling short in their currency, in the economy, inflation, in the art of job, everything insecurity. Do you think that if we continue like this, that we'll have a place to call the nation?
Actually, every Nigerian knows that we don't have a country called Nigeria. And let me narrow my discussion to what actually is happening in Southeast. The problem Nnamdi Kanu is facing is because he's from Southeast, nothing else. The same thing they charge Nnamdi Kanu for is the same thing they charge Sowore. Today, October 1st, Sowore lead the protest. They find him not guilty. The same thing they charge every other person just because Nnamdi Kanu is from Southeast. The marginalization in Southeast is so pronounced that even a blind man can see it. Even a deaf person can hear it. And why all these things happen in Southeast is because of our so-called politicians. Our politicians endorse all these things. I've seen especially during the era of Jonathan, that Mr. President will call all the whole governors. And when he's having meeting with them, the Northern Forum will walk out of that meeting. They are trying to say that we did not agree with you on this particular subject. My brother, I'm asking a question. Have the Southeast governor, have they walked out of any forum that is being called by Mr. President? No, it means that they endorse it. Nnamdi Kanu is there because of Ohaneze. Nnamdi Kanu is there because of our Southeast politicians. It's not Mr. President that is holding it. If all the people that this man must be set free, he will be set free. Now, look at Southeast now, is becoming a war zone area. We all are scared coming for Christmas in Southeast because of what is happening in Southeast. A lot of insecurity in Southeast. Southeast is a place that once you arrive there, even 12 in the midnight, you enjoy your life. Today, kidnapping is the order of the day. And this man have cleared the air. Once I'm out, the insecurity in Southeast will end automatically. If the government want to end this insecurity, they should let this man go. I listened to Aisha, what Aisha Yusuf said about Nnamdi Kanu. Why is he keeping him? Why is he keeping him? What are they keeping him for? Tinubu and Buhari have gone. This is Tinubu era now. They call we both the Southern and the Eastern. They call us the Southern, both the West and the East. Why can't Tinubu set us free? Because of some of our politicians don't want the man to be set free. That's just it. Well, let's talk about the other matter you talk about, restructuring Nigeria. To restructure Nigeria. It was a blow when I had that senator, a Yoruba senator for that. In fact, I said that I've not even recovered since then. A Yoruba senator can open up his mouth and say that we don't want this country to be restructured. In other words, we don't want this country to be fixed. That is just it. He just said that we don't want this country to be fixed. Means any other thing they are just doing, they are just beating around the air. Nothing is going to work in Nigeria. It will never work. Because the only solution is to restructure Nigeria. Apart of we all see what if not for the very dark man that make us understand that even these so-called politicians or these so-called dignitaries, once they commit a crime, they don't even go to jail. People were just able to just open the air, and let me tell you, nothing is going to happen because a senator has said that we don't want the country to be fixed. Restructuring means to fix the country. The national confab that Goodluck did those days was all about restructuring. So now they have said they don't want the country to be restructured. So Nigeria can never be fixed. It's not a prophetic word, it's a reality. It's a reality. Boko Haram killing Nigerian soldiers all the time, and you keep sending troops to Southeast as if that is where the problem is. No. So I don't think there is a way out for Nigeria. Nigeria is a gun state. Just what we all are waiting for, the day they are going to blow whistle and everybody will pack their belongings and run away. That is what we are waiting for. And it will happen one day. Sir, it will happen one day. With what is going on, it will happen one day. So that's what
honestly, so pathetic, because when you look at what is happening in the rural areas, you know, when we are talking about Nigeria, a lot of people believe that only Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Asaba, Enugu, Owerri, these are Nigeria. But these are metropolitan cities. What is happening in the villages are what defines Nigeria. As I speak to you, we don't have mainstream media who covers atrocities that are going on in the villages. That pains me most. That pains me most. Every day, people are being killed. Yeah, talk to me.
Yeah, regard to that, not that we don't have. What Nigerian government succeed in doing is that they pay all these big media like CNN, BBC, not to broadcast any news that bring out what is happening in Nigeria. So they cover, there's a lot of covering. Not that they don't know, of course they know. The last time I was in Abuja, they asked, I want to do road work. They said, no, you can't do it, sir. I said, why? They said, you'll be kidnapped in Abuja.
Are you serious?
I talked to you. They told me that you can't do road work. I said, I want to have comment. They said, sir, you will be kidnapped. Even Abuja is not even safe. Even Abuja is not even safe. Not that they don't know. Not that they don't know. Why do you think they are looting money? Why do you think they are keeping money in foreign countries? They know one day the same thing that have happened in other Arab countries is going to happen in Nigeria. They will run away. They know this very well.
You see, I'm sorry to cut you short.
Okay.
The Nigerian politicians are the first people that knows the truth about Nigeria.
Yeah.
When you said, why are they looting Nigerian money and keeping it abroad if they believe in Nigeria? The United Kingdom, during a conference last year, made a speech that after the Nigerian Civil War, Gowon brought half of Central Bank to UK. So what that means is that Gowon knew that Nigeria will not last forever. And he brought part of Nigerian Central Bank to London. And as I speak to you, at 89 years old, this man has relocated to London. So people who don't have information at their disposal are being deceived that this country is going to work, or this country is something that, oh, let us continue. I thank God that people are beginning to realize. Earlier, I talked about what Sowore posted, and it's also the same thing that Deji Adeyanju posted, that the reason why they are fighting is because they want their children to know that they spoke in the future. That when their children will look back, they say, oh, my father talked about this. That they knew that Nigeria is doomed forever. But the reason why they are just fighting for posterity's sake. And this is so pathetic.
you are in a position to speak. What did you do?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, so that they can tell their children, this is what I tried my best, but not that my best wasn't good enough. They didn't give me listening ear.
Yeah.
Now,
All right.
okay, continue, sir. Continue. Let me give you audience talk.
Okay, I want you to finalize because we are going to return to Mama HO before we return to people who are connected. So just summarize everything you are saying.
Okay, in summary of what I said, that Ndi Igbo, we need to get our hands together. We need to form a very strong community with a single goal and a single vision.
If you are talking about Igbo, what would the Edo people do? What would South people do? The robots, the Ijos, the people from the middle belt who are dying every day, what are they going to do?
Okay, I'm talking about Ndi Igbo based on where I come from.
Okay.
The Edos, the South, from where they come from, they too should form a very strong alliance and stand against this oppressor. If we can form this before 2027 election, and we can stand and say, you can't represent us when you are not doing anything, and we make sure that no one is conducting any election here. If Edo can do that, if these same people can do that, this politician will come on their news. Just because of the last protest, they all ran away. These people are even scared. It's just because the commoners have not done anything. The last protest, they all ran away. They thought it's going to be like what happened in Kenya. They all ran away. Now they are finding that, oh, these commoners, they are even power. They can't do nothing. So we have to get our ass together. We have to have a common goal and a common vision. And we go in for it. That is the way out.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, sir. You can stay with us. Let's have just some few minutes, like 2 minutes break, while we bring Mama HO to answer our questions. Stay with us, sir.
This constitution can never give us progress. This constitution can never give us peace. This constitution can never give us unity. And unfortunately, most of us in this National Assembly, we don't have the spine to face what we need to give this republic to have peace and progress. What do I mean? This constitution has 68 items. 68 on the exclusive list. This constitution has only 12 on the concurrent list, and those 12 are written so nebulously, so fraudulently, that you know that the intention is to even undermine those concurrent lists. That is why those who want unity and peace in Nigeria must first remember that the name of our republic is not just Nigeria. The formal name of this republic is Federal.
All right, Mama HO, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. You have been in the studio since. All right, you have seen the situation on the ground, and I believe that things are getting worse every day. The president jet out of Nigeria where soldiers are being massacred. Boko Haram just killed so many soldiers yesterday, sacked villages in Borno State, and the president jet out of Nigeria for vacation. And we have enough evidence to tell you that Nigeria politicians, the APC government to be precise, are sponsoring insecurity. And when this insecurity are killing Nigerians, they don't have interest in protecting Nigerians or to talk about it because they knew that they are the sponsors of these terrorists. What is their mission? We don't know. What is their purpose? We don't know. But the question we are asking Nigerians is this: how long can we continue like this? You have the mic, Mama HO. How long?
You know, first of all, I want you to reach out to me after this program.
I will.
Very important.
I will.
You see, there are many ways to kill a rat. And one road, not the enter market. I promised my senior boyfriend, Chief Tinubu, that if he did not release my pikin, Nnamdi Kanu, those when go say, you reach to be borner and not borner, I be mother figure. So get that clear. I tell am say, if you not release my pikin, Nnamdi Kanu, I go come collect my pikin. But when I go come collect am, no bullying will be my demand. So, since they not release am, it sweet me for belly because it is time for me to do what they call checkmate. My joker card. I like as the protests they go, it good. Continue, children. Because I know I tell Una, they continue. Una go understand when I play my joker card. I not come here to tell Una what my joker card be. It only belongs to me and my children. When they carry the talk, the matter. And I say, make my say that to me. But one thing when I go ashram be this. All this, they're not here, they're not here, they're not here. You don't see pikin when stop. When the mama hold her, not do. But the day when mama yari for her, the pikin go sit up. I be not go sit up. Men, una do well. Nigerian men, una do well. But at the Vesper for all of una. Because they are.
Why you dey vex for men?
Good. If you look at the percentage of the oppressors, when they oppress me and my children, na men.
Na men? How would they be men?
Okay. If you look government very well, how many percentage of women they there? If you look at the religious setup very well, all the daddy Gio, mommy Gio, pastor Gio, evangelists and all. Now which people did there? Not be men.
Men.
Then the good men when come there inside, when they see say this bad men, they destroy me and my children. And Papa God give me and my children to them. To watch over. But what did they do? They only they sit down, they complain. They not agree unite at all. Arewa, they dance their own go one corner. Biafra, they dance their own go one corner. Yoruba nation, they dance their own go one corner. They can't leave the wicked men to do what they do so to me and my children. But you know what? I'm on a mandate to rescue my children. And as a Christian, I can't find out, say, there was a time in Bible history where Israel was besieged by enemies and the men were afraid to go to war.
Okay.
There arose Deborah. Deborah come say, as una dey fear say, una no go fit go fight these people. As a mother, I no go sit down, make they come kill me and my children. I will lead the fight. Bible can't tell me, say, Deborah lead the fight, then he come up with victory. So now I say, okay, me I want to be the Deborah of my clan for my children. Because if I not lead this battle, now bloody revolution, now it will happen. And they don't slaughter my children, my mommy, my daddy, my uncle, enough. So Papa go give me idea for what they call joker card. Because with that joker card, nobody could spill the blood of my children. Yeah, Akpabio, during bad government, he had the audacity to tell me and my children, say, you people should go and protest. I will be eating and using toothpick. No problem. This time around, when I do my joker card, me and my children go to eat, we go to dance, we go to do what we do. Then they go to run kitty kata, kitty koto. The joker card, if they feel resist for 3 days, I go happy. Oh, to look back, oppressors of Nigeria, I am coming for all of you. I thought it would have been a tough journey for us. When Papa said they can go join my children to build a new Nigeria, I just said it could take long time to achieve some things. But when he tell me I should play a joker card, I can't realize say, if me I do very well with my children, and least waiting the demand go be. With the joker card, we go achieve many things. So they suit me for Bele. Senior boyfriend, stay in UK, not come home. And to my children in the military, una not be chicken. Una not be chicken when they slaughter any. Make all of una begin they drop una resignation letter. I make una reach to Mama H.O. because we get what we go fit create so that una go use that knowledge of security to take help us in this new Nigeria. So, Pikin.
So, Mama H.O, I have a question for you.
You ask me that question.
All right.
Military people, when you resign, I won't beg them and they reach out to you. Help me collect their name and their phone number. But also,
I have a lot of personnel who have resigned on my contacts.
Wait, let me finish. Because the reason I'm saying this is this. A lot of them don't want to resign because of waiting their money go come from, waiting they go eat. So that is why I tell them resign. Because we go put in their hand opportunity to make real money called dollar in the comfort of their home. And that opportunity, I call it banana. Then two, those make you help me interview them very well. Because I know say enemy also want to reach out to you to get to me. And I don't want any enemy. Because I go to so now those were in our side. I will come open my mouth, they tell secret. I don't want. That is why I know they give my number in the public. That is why I say when they reach out to you, because you need to interview them, at least from what they talk, you go sabi who they be. And the people when you must refer to me, they must help me get this core value. You say people that has accountability. People that are competent in their mindset, people that have compassion, good character, empathy, integrity, honesty, transparency, truthfulness, love for humanity, and above all, the fear of God. Because this is the ingredient we will use to build a new Nigeria. But before we start to do that journey, we go first of all build these people first, because I want to put in their hand economic power. That is, I can boldly say, Pikin, resign. Because what you go there make money in the comfort of your house.
All
I
right.
get information for you.
All right. Mama H.O.,
Yes, my dear.
I want to ask you a question. I know you must have seen this video, but I want to play it for you because I want to ask you a question from this video.
Taraba is a mini state. It's a mini Nigeria composed of various ethnic groups living together reasonably peacefully. But the peace in this state is under assault. There's an attempt at ethnic cleansing in this state and of course in all the riverine states of Nigeria. We must resist it. We must stop it. Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits that kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
So what will be your question?
My question is, first of all, do you know, I hope you know the man who spoke.
I don't know his name, I just see him.
Okay, his name is T.Y. Danjuma. He was former chief of army staff, #1 military man in Nigeria. He was former minister of defense, #1 defense man in Nigeria. And he is saying that the armed forces in Nigeria are colluding with the armed bandits. That if we wait for these people to rescue us from these terrorists, that we all are going to die one by one. He made this statement some years ago, and everything he said is coming to reality. And in the reality of his statement, we have come to realize that Tinubu has opted out from anything about fighting insecurity in Nigeria because people who put him there are the ones sponsoring insecurity. And his Minister of Defense, Governor of Zamfara State, the Ikuben governor who is on the seat, said that Tinubu defense minister is a bandit, not his sponsoring bandit. He is a bandit. And as I speak to, even in my village, day before yesterday, 10 people were kidnapped by the same bandits. And from across the country, the same thing is going on. Holistic. It's not because it's only north or it's only south or east or west. Everywhere. Last 6 months, 2 Yoruba kings were killed from the same people. And when the United Nations was interested, only time they were interested about Boko Haram in Nigeria, #2 terrorist, major terrorists in the world. They declared the leaders of the Boko Haram wanted, and they found it in Vice President House, Kashim Shettima. Tinubu told Haja Natashu in London Hotel that if he fights insecurity in Nigeria, that they are going to kill him. And here is #1 military man in Nigeria, former, telling you that if you have faith in these people, that we all are going to die one by one. You will know why I'm saying this. I'm in Nigeria. My people are dying. Do you think that with all this information, with all this evidence, that Nigeria can be rescued?
You see, if I'm not mistaken, Abacha once told us that if insecurity persists more than 3 days, the hand of the government is in it.
Okay. Okay.
But we as a people, we don't pay attention to things.
Okay.
And Nigeria is what it is today because we have a mindset that injustice for one is injustice for that person alone. But the truth is this: the mindset me and my children, I want to cultivate in the heart of my children so that we can all work together is that it has come to a point in our life to know injustice to one is injustice to all. Injustice to one tribe is injustice to all tribes. And that is the mindset of moving forward. That is the mindset to rescue ourselves. Then secondly, there are only two tribes in Nigeria. The tribe of the oppressed, which me and my children belong to, and the tribe of the oppressors. And the oppressors include religious leaders. It includes some wicked politicians, and it is also include non-politicians that are benefiting from us. Let that one enter our head. And me,
okay.
We are going to work together as a bunch of broom. Because when you carry a bunch of broom, they sweep your house. You go sweep and clean. But if you carry one stick of broom, they sweep house, you not go clean. If you break that one stick of broom, it go break. But if you use bunch of broom, they sweep house, it go clean. If you try to break it, no go break.
Okay. Mama H.O., I have a question. I have another question.
I'm coming. One thing that is certain, whether the West or whether also is this. Yoruba make a parable. And he says, Kokoro tó ń jẹ ẹ̀fọ́, inú ẹ̀fọ́ ló wà. And they also said, Ekutele ilé, òun ló pe ekutele ìta pé oúnjẹ wà ń bí báyìí. Meaning, the first one. The one when they eat vegetable, they inside vegetable day. And at the rat, when they outside, when they call the one, the rat when they inside, when they call the one, when they outside, say, come, food day here. The West will not be able to make us. If some greedy people inside us will not say, come and make us, because our people, they will not do anything. So the insecurity, if the worst has in it succeeded because our people who are greedy, wicked, and callous has given the hand to do it. And at the end of the day, they told them, you can continue. Nigeria will always move on. And that is what is happening. But we want to put a stop to that because my children are not meant for sacrifice. Ask your question.
Unfortunately, we are not meant for sacrifice, but we are being sacrificed every day. That is the most unfortunate thing. However, the issue, because I'm trying my best, one of my logic is that I must try to be sincere to my conscience in everything I say or in everything I do for posterity's sake, according to Deji, so that my children will not come out tomorrow and say, Daddy, what did you do? And what did you say? Yes, because people coming tomorrow will ask question, oh, yes, Nigeria has collapsed on their head, but what did you do as a lawyer, as a media personnel? What did you do? They will ask questions. And internet is something that exposes everything. Your children, our children will come back and realize what we say and what we do during the time Nigeria was not good.
Wait, let me say something. Wait. Let me say something. During 2022-2023 election, there were things I promised I would do. So when I went back, as I told you, I broke down and I was asking questions. Last week or last 2 weeks, one of my daughter was on her space, and I said something, and she said, Mama Echo, you promised you would do many things during election. Have you done them? That thing hit me. Then I went back and I said, Lord, hear your picking. What do we do? Then he gave me the joker card. So ask your question.
All right. Now, I'm talking about how everyone can have peace, how everyone can live in unity, how everyone can live in justice. When we go back to where all these things started happening, where we started having problems, because I was talking to some political parties, not some political parties, there are some PDP political parties, their members who I talked with about 2 hours yesterday. And I gave them an illustration. I said, if you come back from work or from travel or from your business or working place, and once you enter into your house, you discovered that the tap in your dining is open and the water is rushing down. And because of that, your parlor, your sitting room is filled up with water. What are you going to do first? To begin to clean the water or to off the tap first?
Off the tap.
Very good. We have refused to ask questions where this rain started beating us. This rain started beating us in 1914. In 1914, before 1914, we have the Biafran bite as people of his own God created. According to Oni of Ife, he said before Christ existed, that Yoruba people were living in a mangrove forest side by side with the people of Biafra before Christ exists. So that we have been existing before all these things came into existence. Now, in 1914, we were amalgamated together. And that is where our doom began. Because no country, as I speak to you, Mama H.O., no country in the world where 50% Muslim or 50% Christian live together in the world, because they don't have one single ideology. And that is why Deborah, my sister, was stoned to death, because she asked them not to put religious something on the homework WhatsApp group. They said that was blasphemy. They stoned her to death. And no politician have the guts to post that this was wrong. Only article posted, within 2 minutes, he deleted it, because they told him that if you did not delete this thing, we'll cancel your name from our support group. Now, after the amalgamation, people who don't have the same culture, the same ideology, God cannot make mistake. God knows why he don't create people together who don't have the same ideology. We were amalgamated together in 1914, and from 1950, we became regions. 1960s, before 1960, we were in region. Then, Nigeria was registered as a slave trade. I have the document in my disposal. Nigeria was registered as a slave trade zone. And from that slave trade zone, they turned it, they renamed it with Niger Royal Company, registered in the UK. And that was why Burna Boy used that thing to do music. Now, in this Royal Niger Company, the export trade of this Niger Royal Company was Lagos, where they export trade, people they bought, they export them to America, UK, and so on. Then after that Niger Royal Company, they said, I think these people in Lagos Protectorate is not enough. Let us amalgamate them together and let us give them a country. After amalgamation, slavery was just going on before Mary Slessors joined people of Calabar to stop the killing of twins. And after the killing of twins, the slave trade, one by one, everything started stopping. And they turned that Niger Royal Company to Unilever Company of Nigeria. It's still between Ikorodu and Ogun State. As I speak to you, the company of slaves still exists. And they turned the name of Nika area, that is black zone, slave zone. They turned it to Nika area, that is Nigeria. They named us, they turned us into country. And they have never asked, these people, do they want to live together? Are they together? Do they have one religion? Well, because as I speak to you, the reason why Boko Haram will never stop in Nigeria is because Boko Haram said Western education is a crime. And Tinubu believed that. Buhari believed that. Ministers believe that. Minister of State believe that the school you go is a crime. And Nigerians don't understand what is going on, that these people have already taken their own step. The United Nations Secretary General last 2 years said Nigeria is a Muslim country. I'm not a Muslim. How is Nigeria a Muslim country? We have Christians in Nigeria. We have traditional people in Nigeria. But they tag Nigeria and they name Nigeria as a Muslim country. We don't have ecclesiastical constitution. We don't have traditional ruler constitution, but we have Islamic constitution, which is the Sharia law. They ban betting, you can't drink beer, you can't do all those things in the north. As in, why are we pretending that everything is just okay? Where we already have, where the tap is leaking, there is water leaking from the tap. We are now cleaning the water without stopping the tap. We have to close the tap
let me
before we can clean the water.
Let me respond.
All right.
You see, all of us, we need to unlearn and relearn some things.
Very important.
Because even children from the same womb, they still fight.
You are right.
They still struggle for resources. They still say, this one go say, na me better. This one, from the same woman. There is no country in the world that does not have people from different tribes living in those countries. America, for example. But the question is this. I relate to people not from tribe or religion. I relate to people as one thing, that these people are human beings like me. I don't put tribe. As far as I'm concerned, I am tribeless. Because the first thing that makes me is human being. Then secondly, none of us make a decision before we come into this world that this is the tribe I want to come to. No. Neither did any of us make a decision the color of skin we want to come into this. But as long that I did not have control over any of this, the only thing that binds me and all of you together is the fact that we are human beings. And only one entity formed us in our mother's womb. And we did not decide the mother or father through which we want to come from. Neither did we choose the country or the tribe we want to come from. So why should I fight over things that I do not have control over? So we, as a people, we are fighting over things we do not have control over. And as long as we continue to fight like that, we will not get out of it. That is why when injustice is done, as long as it didn't affect me, I will turn a blind eye. And that is what brought us to this very moment. But we can stop it. we can stop it.
How can we stop it?
Yes.
How can we stop it?
That is what one of the things to achieve with my Joker's card. Then we can now begin to unlearn a lot of lies. You see, one thing we should look very well critically as I look at the oppressors. They don't divide themselves with tribal. They marry themselves. In the North, education is not haram to the oppressors, so they send their children abroad to learn. So who is lying here?
Okay. Are you supporting the killings or you are against the killings?
Jesus Christ. Why should I support my children to be slaughtered like chicken?
And I want you to condemn it. Because I'm just telling you that the village was sacked yesterday. Nigeria army were killed and Tinubu jet out of Nigeria.
Hello.
Hi.
My Joker card will make them to account for every innocent pikin, uncle, father, is slaughter. Did you understand? Because my children are not meant for sacrifice.
Yeah. Mom, you are a Christian. Amos Territory said that.
And no, Nigeria is more than any Nigeria. So this entitlement mentality that is idiotic politician and wicked leader have, they will hear from me.
All right. Mom, you are a Christian. Wait.
Nigeria is a company.
Okay.
They applied for that job or they steal the position of that job because they didn't apply and we approve it for them. And they're supposed to come and work for us. So this mentality that they used to think that they will be there and they will be operating and preparing like they are there is a lie. That is misinformation. And I'm here to correct that nonsense. Because Nigeria PLC, it belongs to me and my children. And those people, they are working for us. So all this mentality that they have, that Nigeria PLC belongs to them, and me and my children are supposed to be slaves, it's not going to happen anymore.
All right.
But I can't address it.
All right, man. You are a Christian that I know. And you read your Bible. Amos Territory said that two people cannot work together except they be agreed. The same thing the Quran said for those who are Muslims. It says two people cannot go into agreement unless they have something binding them together. How do you think that people who don't have the same ideology, they don't believe in the same education, they don't believe in the same culture, they don't believe in the same governance system, can be together? How?
You see, we can't change the past, but we can change the now. We can change the future.
Yeah. Tell us, Mom, how do we change the future?
Good. First, we must first of all see ourselves as human beings.
Yes.
Then secondly, injustice for one is injustice for all. Then three, we should also know that there are only two tribes in Nigeria. And why did I say so? What the Biafra, why they are demanding for a country is because of injustice. The Yoruba too, why are they demanding for their country? Is injustice. The Arewa, why are they demanding for walking away? Is injustice. And you will agree with me that these two places, these two groups that I said, It is the oppressed in it that are demanding for this, not the oppressors that are in it.
Okay.
Because the oppressors that are in it, they are benefiting from the system.
Okay.
So if we realize all this, and we put what they put in us to scatter, which is tribe, religion, which does not operate in their own camp. Did Yemi Osunbajo child did not marry a Muslim?
Mm-hmm.
Good. But when he called to me and my children, holy, those who call God, not that God called them, because there are two types of Christians: the goat and the sheep, according to Christ. And the sheep are the one I call, in my own know, I call it out. I say, those are the people that God called. Then the goatee, those are the ones that call God. The sheep, they belong to the oppressed group. Then the goatee, they belong to the oppressors group.
Okay.
Because among them, they marry themselves. They go to party together. They only come in 4 years time during election, and so the bigotry of tribe, the bigotry of religion. And we, my children, who are foolish, we will run with it and be rigging election for them. Those that say education is around in the north, did their children not go to school?
Their children did not go to the type of school you went to.
In Nigeria.
Yeah.
Why if education is haram, why Western education is haram, why are they sending their children?
Their children are going to school in Saudi Arabia, in Qatar, in Jordan, in Lebanon, but they are going to Islamic schools.
I make inquiry. I did research too about this haram of 18.
Okay.
And a Muslim told me that the origin of is this haram of 18, where the Amajiri is that in history that what happened is that they bring these children together for them to be trained in the Islamic way. But then they also include teaching them other subjects apart from the Quran. They also teach them other subjects so that they can be well informed.
All right, ma.
Then that somebody who is rich usually support that what do they call her? The teacher, the Islamic teacher, that they usually support them by making provision and available things to feed them. But as they begin to deviate, and people were not forthcoming with that support, they now subject the children to go and beg for what to eat. I said, but why? I said, when I hear it, it blows my mind. And I'm like, why are they not lying to the Muslim community that Boko Haram is a sin? He said they only did that so that they can put them under control and use them for their evil deed in politics.
It's all right, ma. Thank you so much. And let's get to our new people. I know that a lot of people have been calling. We'll get to them in a short period of time. This Ijechi, whether it's Ijechi or not, I don't know. Ndesi Obi, good morning. Thanks for joining us live. I have questions for both of you. If you are active in your live there, but if you are not, I think we should return to people who are calling. Anyway, a lot of people who are trying to provide solution to the problem in Nigeria, you know, it's like when you are going to Lagos, people have different routes of going to Lagos, but all they want is just to get to Lagos. Or people are going to Abuja, they have different route of going to Abuja, but all they want to do is to get to Abuja. That is also how the problem of Nigeria is. A lot of people want to solve the problem of Nigeria. Everybody wants a better country. Everybody wants a place where people can live. At night, they will close their eyes without having doubt that people are coming to kidnap them and so on and so forth. But, you know, trying to identify the best route to arrive in this destination is the concept of the day. A lot of people don't know the route. How can we get here? How can we get here? How can we stop the problem that is going on and so on and so forth? That is the situation that we are having. But there is no doubt that we must come back to our roots. We must come back to our root. That is why I made that a false assumption that if you are a worker, you are just coming back from work and you come back home to see that the tap in your dining room where you eat is just leaking and your pan or your sitting room is filled up with water. What are you going to do? To start cleaning up the water or to off the tap? Nigerians are busy cleaning up the water without offing the tap. The tap is that God cannot make mistake. God created us in our own unique way. But one greedy man came and amalgamated us together. People without the same culture, without the same thinking, without the same constitution, without the same education, and they said we should be together. And these people have infiltrated into our system. There is nothing how we can do this. Okay, this is a Femi Falana. How can a governor, for God's sake, pardon me, a governor, you know what it takes to become a governor. How can a governor form a Boko Haram, sponsor a Boko Haram, and give a Boko Haram the commissioner of religious affairs? How? And this same governor is working freely today in Nigeria. How can a governor sponsor Boko Haram and Tinubu still give that person a minister of defense? How? This is what we are trying to explain because it is a puzzle to us. How can a governor sponsor Boko Haram, bring out taxpayers' money, use it to buy ammunition? They bomb churches. 120 people died once. How can a governor sponsor that and a governor is working free? And Nigerians are keeping quiet. How can Tinubu defend minister? The governor says so. The present governor of Zamfara State said Tinubu defend minister is a bandit. He sponsor bandit. He harbor bandit in Zamfara State House. And Nigerians are still keeping quiet. These are the issues we are trying to fathom what went wrong. And after our research, we discovered that we were not meant to live together. Northern Nigeria is supposed to be best country in the world. They have gold, they have everything. They're supposed to be like Dubai. I can go to Dubai, I respect Dubai, I love Dubai. I can go to Qatar, I respect Qatar, I love Qatar. These are Muslim countries. But Nigeria is world country. London is a Christian country. America is a Christian country. Qatar is a Muslim country. Saudi Arabia is a Muslim country. Israel is a Jewish country. Palestine is a Muslim state. Jordan is a Muslim country. Every country have their own pattern. Where Nigeria belong? That is the question. Nigeria don't belong anywhere. We are neither this, neither that, because some greedy elements came to amalgamate Nigeria together. People that don't have the same culture, the same reasoning, people that don't have anything together, they say, oh, it's like when you come and you say, oh yeah, Israel, Jordan, Egypt, come together and become one country. World War will start. That is what is going on in Nigeria. Because people who are Muslim are supporting the whole killing. Tinubu is a Muslim. He told Haja Natashu, who came to Arise New to say, Tinubu told me life and direct that if he fights if he fights insecurity, they will kill him. If he stops insecurity, they will kill him. How can Tinubu say they will kill him if he stops insecurity? A president whose primary responsibility is to secure life and property, he is telling you if he fights insecurity, they will kill him. Who will kill him? Who will kill Tinubu if he fights insecurity? And this man is afraid. As I'm speaking to you, almost 10 soldiers were massacred. One village was sacked and Tinubu went to vacation. He ignored it. And people think that this is normal. This is normal. We need to go back to our roots, where this rain started beating us. Why do they amalgamate us together? The northern Nigerians were one of the best countries. The first plane that landed in Nigeria landed in northern Nigeria in Kanu. They were very nice people, good people. The Yorubas from Togo to Ogun State are Yoruba countries. But these people divided it. That is why if you go from Togo to Yoruba country, they speak Yoruba. These people divided us and they amalgamated us. They put separate boundaries. And another thing, while I was hosting the PDPs yesterday, some people that came to my house, one of them spoke something that touched my heart. They said till today, the reason why Nigerians hate Igbos is because of Nzogo. And Nzogo is from Delta State. And today, people from Delta State are saying, some of them are saying we are not Igbos. Nzogo is one of the people who masterminded the coup that make Nigeria to say Igbos will not rule Nigeria again. It is in the secret constitution of Nigeria. If you have some documents at my disposal, you will understand what I'm saying. That people wrote it down. They met to wrote it down. These people want to separate. They carried the coup that killed an Hausa man, the Northern. They can never be a president of Nigeria. They wrote it down. It's in Aso Rock there. They wrote it down. I have these documents in my disposal. And this person is not a core Igbo man. He's from Delta State. Nzogo is from Okmana. And today, people from Delta State are still saying we are not Igbos. And the reason why Nigerians from the north and some of them from the west are hating Igbos is because of what an Okmana man did. So, these informations at our disposal, I think is very important for us to study it more. Because as I speak to you today, former Minister of Science and Technology, Issa Pantami, the person they were looking for in Zamfara State, Bello Turuji, said, Issa Pantami told them that the whole Nigeria government is an unbeliever, that they are going to deal with them. But immediately they gave him as a Minister of Education, he kept quiet. And that is why they are killing people. Nigeria is so complicated that we don't still understand what is going on.
Hello,
we don't still understand what is going on.
Mazo Kocha, good morning from my end.
Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, I don't know how you run your program. You know, where some people they say if you go to Rome, you do like Romans. I'm just listening for almost 1 hour now. But at least I don't know. Sometimes because it makes people that came into the program to be tired. You understand? So sometimes maybe like 2 minutes, you speak 2 minutes, you bring the people that is waiting to speak or the people that are on the call, you bring them in to mix the debate up. You understand? It's not one person will talk for 30 minutes.
You are right, but you have to show your video. That is why we have not brought you in. You have to show your video because we have to know who is talking. You understand? You have to show your video.
Oh, so
show your video, sir.
If I don't show my video, I will not talk.
No, you can call.
It's for my security reason. It's for my security.
Okay, you can give us a call. Okay, you can give us a call if you don't want to show your videos. But anyway,
yeah,
talk to us.
I'm driving. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know. I don't even have the phone number to call. I just see the link, so I just click in. So why I come in is because of Mama HQ. You understand? Sometimes we need to tell ourselves the truth. I've been following her both from Dr. Damage's program.
My name is H.O. Not HQ.
Mama HO.
Okay, HO. Okay, HO. Sorry about that, Mama. Sorry. So I've been following her from Dr. Damage's program, from Alex HQ program, and here she just did the same thing, and there's no solution to the thing she's saying, because all these suggestions, everything lies on voter. Mommy, just hold on. Mommy, just hold on.
Mommy, I don't need to talk. Mommy, I don't need to talk.
Hold on. You can reply. Just hold on. When it's your
I will give you time to reply.
Yeah, just hold on, okay? Just hold on, please. I've been following you. All this thing you talk, everything lies on voters. You have your voters card. In Nigeria, what has voters card done to Nigerians? I'm above 50 years old. I'm speaking to you right now. I'm above 50 years old. I've been following Nigerian politics from 1984, January 1984, when General Buhari took over from Shagari. I've been following Nigerian politics, and the only thing we hear is Nigeria will get better. Nigeria will get better. Nigeria will get better. By the year 1984, January, Naira and dollar was equivalent. Peugeot 504 was less than 7,000 Naira. 504 Peugeot was less than 7,000 Naira as of 1984. So let us tell ourselves the truth. Nigeria have, there's a fundamental problem with Nigeria. The foundation of Nigeria is not solid. You live in California. Does the oil in Texas, does California have the oil in Texas? You live in California. Texas have oil. Does the oil that is in Texas, does it belong to California? Why can't we tell ourselves the truth? There's a problem with Nigeria. Voters card or no, it will not help you. These people have made up their mind. Babangida signed Nigeria into Organization of Islamic Conference. That Nigeria is an Islamic country. And these people, they are playing it out on your face, and you are seeing it. Now we have Muslim ticket. The president is Muslim, the vice is Muslim, and the whole ministry, both the police inspector, both the chief of defense, all the parastatals is occupied by Muslim. Even if the chief of defense staff, Christopher Musa, is a Muslim indirectly. He cannot do something without the approval of the Sokoto Caliphate. Christopher Musa, the chief of defense staff, cannot do anything without the caliphate approving it. Even the state governor, before you become a governor in Nigeria, Sokoto must approve it. So how are we going to progress like this? See, now I'm above 50 years, and Nigeria is still telling me it will be better, it will get better, Nigeria will get better, Nigeria will get better. How is it going to get better? If you speak, they kill you. If you speak, they kill you. Why are you saying this? Because you are in California. If you are in Nigeria by now, nobody will know about you anymore. So we need to tell ourselves the truth. The solution for Nigeria is let everybody go back to his base. We are not one. There's nothing like one Nigeria. America don't have one America. America don't have one America. I live in Texas. America don't have one America. They have America. Every time we preach one Nigeria, let us become one. Let us become one. How is Nigeria going to become one? When the Fulanis are dominating, killing everybody, how will somebody like I'm living in Texas, I will leave Texas and come to California and start to kill the people in California and take their land? Is it possible? Even the government of America cannot even do it. The government of America cannot come to California and take their land without California people giving the land to the government. Then why is Nigeria different? The Fulani that did not belong to Nigeria, they are not ethnic to Nigeria. Then they will leave their land from Zamfara and come to my state in Anambra State and start to kill my people and take our land. And somebody will tell me to keep quiet. It's not possible. It's not possible. So for us to move forward, the best thing for Nigeria is let everybody go back to their region. The Eastern will go back, the Yoruba go back, the Hausa go back. Then if we want to come together, we will sit down and debate it. Like here in America, The oil that they supply to the eastern region, the East Coast, it comes from Texas. Texas supply them oil from Texas to New York. The oil that they are using, it comes from Texas. Then they pay the Texas, the state of Texas, their money, not to the whole America. The same thing with energy. If you know how to develop wind energy, you develop it and the state will be buying it from you. But Nigerians only, all the whole people that call themselves the leaders, they will travel abroad, they will see all the good things, they will not emulate it, they will come home and start to look at the former governor of Anambra State, Peter Willie Obiano. After 8 years of wasting time, he run back to America to come and stay in America. How many governors of America have run from America to come to live in Nigeria? Let us tell ourselves the truth. There's something wrong. So, my brother, I will stop here for now. I don't want to be more angry. I will stop here.
Okay. No problem. Please, if you want to join us live, it's important you show your video. That is why we don't bring people to live who don't show their videos unless you have to come through call. So if you want to come live, show your video. If you are afraid, give us a call. We'll bring you to live. Thank you so much, my brother, for that is Obi Eze. Thank you so much for your wonderful contribution. We really appreciate that. Thank God you speak your mind. Like everyone here is speaking their mind. Even Mama Hejo is speaking her mind. So this is a public opinion platform where everybody will come and talk what is in their mind. And we appreciate everybody. We allow everybody to talk what is in their mind. And, we appraise everyone's opinion. And we respect everyone's opinion. So, I think this... Okay, you can respond just a few minutes before we have a call, because there are a lot of people who have been calling us in 30 minutes who have not responded. So just a few minutes, ma, respond to what he said and why we go back to people who are calling.
Let me respond and clear some things.
All right.
First, I do not live in California.
Okay.
I live in Colorado.
All right.
Secondly, yes, you'll be seeing me in all those platforms, correct? You should know that to solve a problem holistically, you must study the problem, you must look for the root cause, then you begin to think of a solution.
Yeah.
That I have not brought solution out there does not mean I have not been working on something.
Okay.
And one of the solutions I have been working on is to lay a solid foundation for the charity organization of which I am the convener. And the charity organization name is Andamongo Charity here in US and Andamongo Foundation in Nigeria. We've not come open because when you want to build a skyscraper, your foundation will be different from when you are building a 2 or 3 bedroom bungalow. Because of the nature of our work that we want to do, we have to take time to build a solid foundation. And in the journey, we think there are things that need to be addressed. Some of it are being addressed individually. But it has come to a time that we need to address some publicly because the urgency has come. And that is why we say we have a joker card to address that. And we are preparing the grant to execute it. So I won't come out here to tell you what the joker card is. I'm only pulling some resources together to execute the joker card. And when it is done, some things will be achieved. And if you know you have this core value that I said earlier, reach out to Marcel so that you can be part of the people that will help me to execute this Joker card. And also, you should also submit to him what you want me to achieve for us as we execute this Joker card. But please, don't put on my plate, I should give you Arewa, I should give you Biafra, I should give you Oduduwa. No. But it will address some specific that all of us are yelling for.
All right. I really respect everyone's. Yeah, I really respect everyone's opinion. Dr. Emmanuel, just give us your own thought in 2 minutes while we bring people who are calling before we come to the end of this program.
Okay. So briefly, we have seen the current situation of Nigeria, but we still need to know where this thing is. We end up Nigeria. We all say that Nigeria is on the gunpowder. I foresee what happened in Rwanda. The same thing, what happened between the Hutu and the other tribe. The same thing is likely to happen here in Nigeria. Even as of that time, there was mass killing is it not Rwanda? The genocide that happened there. So surprising enough, the UN Secretary General was an African. It was Kofi Annan. And before then, these people have been raising alarm and they keep deaf ear, just like the same thing happening in Nigeria. The same thing happening in Nigeria today, and the West keep deaf ear. I think what we should do is not going to be a collective decision in terms of Nigerians coming together like that. We will not get the result because Nigeria is not meant to be together. That is just the truth of it all. And that is why it seems that Nigerians work better when they're in regional system than now they say they are practicing federalism system. I believe, to my own view of point, that each tribe should look for their neighbors that they agree, they have the same language, the same religion, the same ideology, that they have the same vision. They to come together as one and fight for a common goal. And the common goal should be the betterment of people in that tribe. But as for our politicians, I can say that they are still lost 100%. And even though there's going to be another election in 2027, it's still going to be the recycle of the same people. Election can never bring a solution to Nigeria. The solution that Nigeria needs is what we call revolution. Without revolution, I don't think there will be a solution in this country. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. There have been a lot of people who have been calling before. I think it is time to bring them to, to stream. Let us see what they have to tell us. Please stay with me.
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Okocha. I just was going through on this thing on YouTube, and I found that you're online. And then I didn't know when you started because your schedule is always changing. I don't know, sometimes you do it in the morning, sometimes you do it at night. So with no pre information, but that's okay. The reason I actually called was, even though I didn't know the topic of what you're talking about, but I know anything that you're talking about is about Nigeria. That's just pretty much what it is. And on top of that, I was going through your comments. And I saw some people commenting about the lady over there, Madam Angel, which of course I've seen her before at Maego. I've not really listened to her at the other guys just been there. But the thing about it is, based on the comments I was reading, is and I also listened to the last call I just called from somewhere in California. I'm calling from Atlanta. So pretty much what I want to say is this: Okocha, let us all be real to ourselves. This time in point where we are, we do not need no confusion from nobody. Regardless of who you are, we are all suffering what all these looters that call themselves presidents and governors or whatever, we are all suffering. That's why the fact you are here. The reason why we seem like most of us overseas campaign so much about Nigeria, talk so much about Nigeria, is because most of us have been here for over 20 years. We came here when we were a little younger. And then, yes, it's a good country, but at the same time, people force to make this country what it is. The reason why we want to come back to where we're from, where we are, I'm from the eastern part, I'm a Biafra, you understand? We want to develop our own region. We want to develop our own region and live as happy as these people are living here too. Now, Nigeria has, we all know that Nigeria was amalgamated in 1914. And then it's okay, you know what? I'll leave you guys, y'all should live together, even though different value system, different culture, different in everything. And they know it wasn't going to work. That's why they said, okay, y'all should live for 100 years. After 100 years, if it doesn't work, then everybody should go their separate ways. Now we've been trying it. 100 years has gone past. Nigeria has not worked. How can, in this dispensation right now, somebody will come up here and start talking to me about election 2027, talking about election card? Is that person retarded or crazy or whatever? What's wrong with that person? What makes that person think that it's going to work? If we have tried it for 100 years, it didn't work. Is it not going to work? Why would somebody come out on your screen talking about a card? Even Nnamdi Kanu made mention a couple of years ago, 8 years ago, he made Nigerians, the dumb Nigerians, I'm sorry I have to use that word, that listen, they should prepare that the next president is who? Their next president is going to be who?
Tinubu.
Yeah, there's going to be the next president. He gave them the prophecy 8 years in advance. They should get ready for that. Do you know why he gave them that revelation? He gave them that prophecy or revelation, whatever you call it, for them to get prepared. In case they don't want that man to get in there, they should do what they have to do to make sure he doesn't get in there. But all of them were dumb as usual. They didn't do anything. When they should have acted, when they knew that this man on a broad daylight, I'm not a supporter of Obi, to be honest with you, because we the Igbo, we the Biafrans, we're already sick and tired of Nigeria. Obi, Nnamdi Kanu already said that, listen, it doesn't matter who it is, as long as an Igbo man, you win all the whole state, they will not let you get in there. Obi is trying to say he wants a new Nigeria. If he wants a new Nigeria, let him go to the north and live there and then rule them. We don't want that shit in the east. No, now, when Nigerians have reacted was when they knew that this man failed. He failed. The election was stolen on the broad daylight. The dumb Nigerians, they kept quiet. The result came out in the midnight when they should have reacted and said, no, we will not let this man get in there. No, this man is a crook. You see, a man would not even fucking know which country where he come from. He's a drug addict. He's everything. Anything that's evil represents everything evil representing. Instead of just to react like, okay, no, we don't want this man. After the revelation was given to them 8 years ago, they didn't do nothing. And he also made them to understand that, listen, your vote do not count. It's only the INEC that determine your results. And yet somebody's going to come out on your show and keep telling you about cards, and keep telling you about how to, man, come on, man. Listen, Okocha, it's about time you get serious, man. I'm not saying you're not serious. You're doing a very, very great job. And I heard in one of your programs, you said before, you don't believe in election. Of course, we do not believe. Nothing will make that country work better. So any person who's going to come on your show, sit out there and running his talking about Nigeria, maybe election, whatever. Let them start deceiving. They can deceive their own immediate family. Let them start deceiving us. We are
are already out of that useless country. We don't believe in it. We can never be part of it, and we are not going to be part of it. What we want is Biafra, and Biafra, I swear to God, we must get it in our own lifetime. So any person who sits down there talking about voters card or 2027, please, they should not come in your show and start seeing people. We have had enough of this bullshit in Nigeria. Thank you, bye-bye.
That is Bosco from the US. Bosco is furious. It seems Bosco is angry, saying that.
Wait, Unkosha.
Yeah.
Mr. Bosco, if you hear what I say halfway, you did not get all the information. And I will appreciate you go back later and listen to what I have said until where you enter and hear me. So you can paraphrase half of it and you will use it. And if you are addressing me, my name is there. Don't say someone, Mama H.O. Be bold enough to call it. Don't talk to me that
maybe she was not referring to you.
It was, because I was the one that talked about 2027.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Let's take a look at this.
I hate you need not to take offense. Everybody have right.
I'm not taking offense. I'm only correcting it because my children.
But the situation is that I try.
It is good we correct
what the
things,
person means.
my love, doctor. It is good
all right.
we correct things to avoid misinformation.
Yeah, please, man. Let's have another caller. Let's have another caller, please. Hello. Please off your YouTube over there so that we can hear from you. Are you there?
Hello?
Yeah, I said you should off your YouTube over there so that we can hear from you because we are hearing ourselves from your background.
Can you hear me?
Do you understand what I'm saying, sir? Off your YouTube over there so that we can hear from you. Off your YouTube. Please, if you call you off your YouTube so that we can hear from you over here because the background will be backward while you are expecting to hear your voice. Hello? Off your YouTube so that we can hear from you. Off your YouTube.
Hello, can you hear me?
I said off your YouTube. Off your YouTube.
Hello?
I said off your YouTube. I really want to hear from you.
Can you hear me?
Off your YouTube. I want to hear from you. Off your YouTube.
Hello?
Oh my God. Off your YouTube, I can hear from you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Rochas, Mr. Okocha, I'm very happy to speak with you today.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Just like you gave us a little bit stress before joining us. Next time when you call off your YouTube so that the people can hear from you because we are hearing ourselves from your background that is, slow to the correct broadcasting. Thanks for joining us. Your name and where you are calling from.
Okay. My name is Joseph. I'm calling from Canada.
All right, Joseph from Canada. We can hear you. You have the mic.
Okay, sir. I like your program and Mama H.O. I used to follow them when there was one guy that he used to come during the election, but let me go straight to the point.
Okay.
I have been hearing what you people are saying and discussing about Nigeria. Nigeria can never work. Everybody knows Nigeria can never work. During the election.
Why do you think Nigeria will not work?
Okay, let me break it down. The reason why I say that Nigeria will never work is that if you look at our constitution, the so-called constitution, there's nothing like Muslim ticket. But they allow that Muslim ticket to exist. as I'm speaking to you now.
Mm-hmm.
When I could remember the time Nnamdi Kanu was saying, shouting, telling everybody that these people want to Islamize Nigeria. Everybody thought that he's mad.
Why do you think they want to Islamize Nigeria? Why do you think so?
Yes, the reason why I say this, everybody is seeing it now. It's very openly.
What is your evidence? What is your proof?
Yes, if you check the middle northern side, they are killing everybody. Have you seen the recent this thing that they want to bring the refugee to Imo State?
Of course, I've made some videos about it.
They have tried Ruga. It didn't work. The only people that giving them nightmare is the Igbos. They have tried Ruga. It didn't work. They come through military. Physical, it didn't work. Someone Ekpa blocked them. Now they want to use indirectly as a refugee to capture the people and overpower the Southeastern, of which someone Ekpa can never allow such a thing to happen.
Why do you think they were bringing Ruga? Even though I have my opinion, I would like to hear from you.
Come again?
Why? What do you think that is the purpose of the Ruga that the Buhari wanted to bring?
The purpose of bringing the Ruga is to the same thing, to buying the people, to killing the people, to Islamize the entire Nigeria.
All right.
Because they know very well the eastern part of Nigeria, the southeastern part of Nigeria is their main problem.
All right. Now, I want to ask you another question. The senator representing Aba, is it north or south? Nnamdi Kanu came to Arise News recently, last 2 months, to say that the reason why we're having killings in Nigeria is because Buhari imported terrorists into Nigeria in a quest to remove Goodluck Jonathan. That is why they imported this terror. This is a serving senator saying this, that he's aware that Buhari imported terrorists who are Fundanese into the country to scatter the country, to remove Jonathan. And if Jonathan refused to move on, that all those people they imported will just start killing people. And remember, before the election, both Osibanjo, both Buhari said that if they did not win the election, that the blood of bamboos will flow in the street of Nigeria. That was the threat. And here is Nnamdi Kanu. Last 2 months here, senator, serving senator, saying that the reason why we're having insecurity because Buhari imported people from Sahel, those Fundanese who came to come and kill people in quest to remove Jonathan. Now, before I will ask you this question that I want to ask you, because I don't like to say something, people will say this is what Okocha said. I would like to, to play the video for you where this Senator Nnamdi Kanu mentioned this. And after that, I want to ask you a question about this. Let me see what you have in your own opinion about what this distinguished senator said. I don't know if I even have the video, but I think I have the video. If I don't have it, then we'll move on.
No problem. Let me answer you.
All right.
Those people that you are mentioning now, they are with them there, and they have friends within themselves there. Okay. They know more than me and you.
Okay.
I hope you understand me.
Okay.
They know more than me and you. They know exactly the agenda of what they are trying to do in that country. They know it very well. But the main problem of the reason why it's like I'm against them. Those people that call themselves our representatives is that they will see all those things and keep mood. I know doing like, it doesn't concern them. But they forget that when eye is crying, nose is also crying. When nose is crying, eye is also crying. That's this is what they forget to understand. They know all these things more than me and you. They know the agenda, what they're trying to do. But I don't know the reason why they keep mute. They won't ask. Are they afraid of their lives? That's what I don't even understand.
All right, now.
What is life? What is life?
Now, I want you to listen to this and answer the question that come from it.
In trying to remove Jonathan, there were stateless persons that were from the Sahel region that were imported into Nigeria, and a former chairman of PDP made that statement. I'm not the person that made it.
But that importation is a fact, is it?
That importation is a fact. What has happened in Nigeria is that most of the time when something comes up today, we never sit back and say, how did we get to this point? We got to this point by virtue of the fact of the effort to remove President Jonathan. There had always been this herder-farmer clash, but it never got to this point where whole communities were exterminated so that some people will be roaming freely within their land, which is what happens in Plateau and in Benue State.
I think Benue is the worst hit.
Precisely. Yeah. And you know why? Because most of the banks of the Benue is lush. Because it's watered by the Benue River. And so these people came and they want. And who are these people? And that's a question that we have not dealt with. The bill first said that we have to confine these people to the ranches within their states of origin. And somebody woke up and said, no, every Nigerian has a right to go around. There's no such thing like a state of origin. Why will anybody make that statement? Reason is that in trying to remove Jonathan, there were stateless persons that were from the Sahel region that were imported into Nigeria, and a former chairman of PDP made that statement. I'm not the person that made it.
But that importation is a fact, is it?
That importation is a fact. If you ask any Nigerian Fulani, he will tell you that there's something called the Bororo Fulani. And that Bororo Fulani are these imported ones. They don't own land. Therefore, what they want to do is to settle in Nigeria. They were given free passage, let me just say it, by the Buhari regime. And we were shouting at that time, don't.
So, what Naya Baribe said, time without number, people don't understand what he said. What he's saying is that
I understand everything very well.
Yeah, that Buhari imported people who are Bororo Fulanese. He said we should ask any Fulani man, what is Bororo Fulani?
Yes.
The Bororo Fulanese are the Fulanese who came into Nigeria with guns, who have come to scatter Nigeria. That these are not Fulanese who are in Nigeria. These are Fulanese who were imported into Nigeria.
That's the question I want to ask you now.
Okay.
How can a country, a president, open border for a terrorist that carried AK-47 to kill their citizen, and he kept mute? He said that this is question everybody knows to use
that need to discuss.
Okay.
There's one statement he made there that this is question everybody need to discuss.
Okay.
But everybody keep quiet.
Okay.
All the northern elite, all of them, all the senators, all the House members, everybody keep mute. They know their agenda. They are the one that open border for them. They are the one that give the AK-47.
Okay.
They know their mission. They know what they are coming to do.
Okay.
This is an open. This is something that is open. It's like when you are holding mirror. You know, you are seeing your You are seeing your face. This is an open something. Are you getting my point now? Are you getting me?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
They know their agenda, what they are trying to do. But you see, the reason why I thank God, the reason why I bless God is because if not God that sent Kanu and again send someone Ekpa, there is nothing they can do. I thank God for that someone Ekpa. You know, Nnamdi Kanu is a very loving and he don't have heart. But thank God that they meet the lion, the person that God gives lion heart to deal with them.
It's all right. Thank you for your contribution and your opinion. You know, a lot of people have their different opinion towards what you have said. So I appreciate you for your own personal opinion. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you and keep your good work. I like your program. I like Mama Hedgeco. God will keep blessing you people. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Emmanuel is still on, Mama H.O. is still on. I really appreciate you all. I'm going to give you people just one minute or 2 minutes to round up your summary before we call it a day while we come back for our midnight live broadcast. I really appreciate everyone who have stayed up till now to listen to what we are saying. Everyone wants a better place. Everyone wants a better country. Nobody wants a country where you will wake up and your neighbor is dead because the crime he committed is because he's a Nigerian. Nobody wants that. So that is why everyone is just in search for a solution. All right, and let's start from Dr. Emmanuel. Dr. Emmanuel, just in 1 minute or 2 minutes, what do you have to tell the viewers?
Okay, to me, I can only recognize a country that recognizes me and my tribe. And if you listen to my message, I centralize my message on the Southeast. I don't believe in anything called Nigeria. I believe in Southeast. I believe in Biafra, and I believe in anyone that is pursuing the cause of the actualization of Biafra.
Okay.
Speaker,
in 30 seconds, tell us why you made this statement, and that is all.
Okay, why I made this statement is reason because Nigeria has so many tribes. And once it comes in time of this, everybody pick to their own tribe. Everybody believe in their own tribe. Now, Tinubu is there now. The wife of Tinubu said that let the Igbos leave Lagos because she believes in her own tribe. So I am also the same way they are as well. I believe in my own tribe. I believe I'm a Biafra. I believe in what Nnamdi Kanu, what he did, and I believe he's there because of me and others. And I also support 100% with what Mazi Samuel, our Prime Minister, is doing. I'm 100% in support of him. And lastly, I have no plan for Nigeria collectively. If I have any plan or any vision, it's based on people from my own tribe, from my own ethnic tribe, because Nigeria is all about tribalism. That is what I've seen in Nigeria. Look at the whole ministers this time around, they are all Yoruba people. Everybody there, they are all Yoruba people that are holding key positions. During the time of Buhari, the same thing. So this have been the message of Nigeria. So if I talk like that, nobody should take offense that I'm being tribalistic. That have been the order of the day in Nigeria. So I believe people from my own tribe, and I so much agree with them. Whatever we are going to do to secure our life and property, so I so much
All
agree
right.
with that.
You have exhausted your time. Let us roll over to Mama Hecho. For over 2 minutes, Mama Hecho, what do you have for the viewers?
You see, I'm a tribal person, not because I don't have a tribe. I'm tribal because I first of all recognize all of us as human beings. If I want to carry my tribe on my head, I won't fight for Nnamdi Kanu release. But since I'm tribeless, I will fight. Not just for him, but to others. To those who think I have not been doing anything, for you to build a solid foundation and let the building last. For a building to last, you have to have a solid foundation. And working with Nigeria, it has taken me 5 years to be able to bring together few that I call my engine room. Because if your engine has fault, the car will knock down. And I'm not on a journey to have my car knocked down. So I have to build a solid foundation. So those who have known me on this space, that I say, what have you done? What have you done? I'll be building foundation. And that foundation will do what it needs to do to make us what we are looking for.
Okay.
Few people are with me, and I'm still gathering few. We have a journey to go. And this nonsense will stop. The bigotry that was done during the election will be addressed with no card. Thank you. And God bless everyone.
All right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your contribution. To all our viewers, we appreciate you. We thank you for joining us this afternoon. Do well to join us tonight in our midnight live broadcast. Everyone wants a better country, as I used to say. Everyone wants a better place. We all want a place where we can be free and call our home. As I am telling you now, a lot of people cannot even go to their farm. They can't even go to various places because they are afraid that people will kidnap them and they don't have 10 million, 20 million for ransom. Things are really going bad, but we are not going to leave the situation like that. We have a solution. So do well to join me tonight. On my HO, I thank you everyone who is viewing us and those people who have joined us on the screen. I really appreciate everyone. And as I said, do well to join us tonight and may God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen of the media, welcome to this impromptu press briefing by the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. My name is Aloy Ijmako. I'm the special counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. On my left is Nnemeka Ejiofor Esquire. Next to him is Jude Ugwany Esquire. Next to him is Chidiebere Nwodo Esquire. And on my right is Prince Mandela Umeborogun Esquire. Next to him is Ikenna Wangu Esquire. This is an observer member of the legal team with us today. Welcome one more time. We called this impromptu press briefing basically to recap on what happened in court on 24th September 2024. What happened is an exemplar of a defendant exercising his right under the Constitution when he loses confidence in the court before whom he has been brought to trial. It is nothing extraordinary. It didn't have to happen, but it happened for a reason. The reason is simple. We have contended, we have complained even in the media, and we have filed motions upon motions before the High Court, submitting evidence that where Nnamdi Kanu is currently detained complicates his preparation for trial because of several unconstitutional incidents or conducts by the DSS. One, the DSS seizes our legal documents. Two, the DSS listens to our conversations. These things led to an extraordinary court order by the former Federal High Court judge handling this case that we be provided a clean room free from secret listening devices in order to be effective in preparing him for trial confidentially. That clean room was not provided, and the DSS continued to interdict our documents each time we go there. Under Section 36 of the Nigerian Constitution, this is wrong. A defendant is entitled, as of constitutional right, to the adequate facility to prepare his defense and to interact with his counsel in an atmosphere of confidentiality free from any interference whatsoever. So given that DSS has become very stubborn in complying with this court orders, we did in fact file also a contempt proceeding which is pending before the Federal High Court. But there is no change in circumstance which made it impossible for us to prepare Nnamdi Kanu for trial. So when on 24 September the judge insisted that trial must proceed in the face of all these anomalies, our client had no choice. Not we as counsel had no standing to recuse the judge. It was our client, the defendant, that has the constitutional standing. So he rose up to exercise that constitutional right, because with this atmosphere of not being prepared for his trial, how could the judge insist that trial must continue? That was exactly what led to the loss of confidence in the judge and the request for recusal. I'll stop here so far so that my other colleagues can give you other background to this case and why you are here today. Thank you.